Okay, let's take a look at the Other Income tab of the MFA Advanced Underwriting Model. In this tab, you can model out other income value add assumptions, and you can see the ROI for each other income item and then the total value created at the property. To start, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the macro buttons. So there are two macro buttons. They're just there to help you clear the table here. And then there's a simple hide unused rows macro button that you see in a lot of my tabs. So what that does is it just cleans up the table, collapses it so you can only see the items where you have input values. And click on hide. So walking left to right, there's the other income items. You could put the title here, the number of units of other income items that you plan to implement. So if you're doing like a tech package at every unit, then you'd want to put the entire unit count here. Or if you're just doing a limited set of covered parking, you could put in the installation start month when you plan to begin installing these other income items, and then when do you plan to finish, and then when do you plan to collect income. That is the income collection start month. And what the model does, you can see down below, the model will roll all of the income assumptions, the other income assumptions, by month based on your installation start and your installation complete and the income collection month. And you could verify all that data down below, but we won't dive into that for this tutorial. And then you want to put in the CapEx per unit. So how much is it going to cost to implement this other income item per unit? There's the monthly income per unit, and if there are any monthly operating costs associated with that. And then with all that information, the model will roll all that income over the timeline that you provided. It calculates your monthly net revenue, the total CapEx cost, as well as 1 year ROI. And then I've broken it out into each section. So we'll start at the right. We have the CapEx. So how much is each item going to cost? This will roll into the underwriting model, and we'll take a look at that in a second. Then we have our operating expenses. So these are the costs to operate all of your other income items. Gross income, which will be what gets rolled into your other income line item in your pro forma. We'll look at that. And then it calculates a net income for you. And the great thing about the net income is I break it out by cost per unit and then cost per unit per month. And then applying the cap rate that you have in your underwriting model, it generates a value. So you can see $40 of other income will create approximately $1.6 million in value at this property. So that is it. It's pretty simple. Once you have input all of your other income items, you go back to the underwriting model tab and then scroll down to your pro forma. And there is this box here for the other income value add. And all you got to do is you got to toggle that to on. So, well, it's already on. And when you toggle it to on, it'll load the gross income. It will also down here, it will load the operating expenses for the other income items. And then at the very top, you'll see it will have this other income value add. So this is the CapEx cost. It gets included in your total renovation costs at the top. Okay, that is it for other income. Thank you for watching.